Firstly, our perspectives in life are largely developed by our first-hand experiences. Sometimes our experiences have a positive effect on us and lead to life-affirming thoughts and actions. Other times, they have a negative effect on us and can cause us to adopt mindsets that limit us. We therefore have to be careful about basing our life solely on our experiences. Otherwise, our deductions may prevent us from having full, rewarding lives if they lead us to live in discouragement, fear, distrust of others, and so forth. According to Myles Munroe, whenever I drive in a particular area in my neighborhood, I'm reminded of an accident I had there one time, and those memories and feelings associated with the accident still come back to me. Sometimes, returning to a certain location or environment in our lives can reawaken a discomfort or fear we thought we had overcome. We have to make a decision not to let those feelings control us and affect the way we live. He continues his teaching by saying, all of us collect certain fears throughout our lives from experiences that have caused us discomfort, dissatisfaction, or pain. To use a simple example, suppose a child got stuck in an elevator for 2 hours and developed a fear of enclosed spaces. Then, when he was a young man, he was involved in several car accidents and became fearful whenever driving. As he grew older, he fell and suffered a back break in his arm, and so he developed a fear of falling. Everyone experiences issues such as these. While we have to use normal precautions and common sense as we go about our lives, fears of enclosed spaces and accidents are not inherent but learned fears. When someone experiences any type of fear, it is very real to that person, whether or not others feel that the fear is justified. We are dealing with emotions that have begun to affect our behavior and that need to be addressed. In a similar way, we have developed our attitudes and reactions toward authority, whether negative or positive, from our past experiences with authority figures, rather than from really stopping to think about the concept. I don't think that most people naturally fear or reject true authority. If someone is uncomfortable with fears or despises the idea of authority, he's likely had a negative experience at some point that precipitated it. Our attitudes and perspectives towards having authority have a direct effect on our outlooks on life and on ourselves and what purposes and goals we pursue. Therefore, our discomfort with and fear of authority likewise need to be acknowledged and addressed if we are going to pursue a personal authority. Unfortunately, most of us have had opportunities for negative experiences with authority. Many of our parents, extended family members, teachers, employers, and civic and religious leaders have unknowingly contributed to our misunderstanding of authority because of their own lack of understanding of what genuine authority is. Our spouses may have contributed to our confusion over authority because of their own background and personal experiences, which they bring to the relationship. Finally, we ourselves have perpetuated our misunderstandings of authority by reinforcing the erroneous ideas we have observed. Again, much of what we've experienced has built up a picture of authority in our minds and hearts that is intrusive or frightening. If a whole race or generation fears authority, it's because somewhere in their collective past they experience pain, discomfort, or dissatisfaction as a result of an apparent authority. What is your opinion about authority? Again, according to Myles Munroe, people's wildly different experiences with authority in our contemporary world, as well as in previous eras, have led to quite diverse opinions about it. That is why, if you browse quotations about authority on the internet and in books, you'll find as opposite views as Oscar Wilde's seeming rejection of it. Authority is quite degrading. To Albert Einstein's ironic observation, to punish me for my contempt for authority, fate made me an authority myself. To Daniel Webster's passionate warning, If we and our posterity reject religious instruction and authority, violate the rules of eternal justice, trifle with the injunctions of morality, and recklessly destroy the political constitution which holds us together, no man can tell how sudden a catastrophe may overwhelm us that shall bury all our glory in profound obscurity. It seems as if people divide into certain camps when it comes to authority. To some, it represents order and structure. To others, it represents a lack of freedom of thought and action. Authority is considered by many to be a negative force that stifles people's freedom, or at best, a necessary evil to keep life functioning. Yet, authority in its true form is not stifling or restrictive. Genuine authority creates an environment for people to think, to dream, to discover and refine their gifts and talents, to build others up and to develop themselves fully.